Have you ever wondered if you're actually getting paid for every hour you work? Or maybe you just need a clear record to show your professor or boss. This isn't about some clunky, overly complex software. It's about building a powerful personal timesheet in Excel. I'll walk you through the key formulas you'll need to set it up quickly and easily so you can track your hours with confidence and even see how much you're really working. Let's start by putting in the fields for our simple timesheet. We'll start by putting a date, and then we'll do time in, and then we'll do time out, right? And so let's start with 9/2/25. Let's say we came in at 8 o'clock a.m., so we have to put 8:00 type a.m., and timeout was 5:00 p.m. Press tab. And you can see some kind of difference here, right? This one is right justified. You see that space in there. This one is left justified. So you have to be aware of the way that Excel sees numbers. Excel sees time as a number, but this is a text. And so this will not calculate correctly. You need to format it correctly. So we're going to put 5:00 space PM, press enter. Now you notice that we've got it right justified. And now Excel sees this as time. So another way to show that is if I click in here, you go under general, Excel sees time as this 0.70. Put a pin in that. I'll show you something later on that will also show you how Excel sees time. Now we have to do our calculation. I'll do in, out time. Of course, there'll be subtractions. I'll do equals this time minus this time. And we have this weird number here. It didn't calculate it as 9 hours. It calculated as 9 a.m. So this comes back to how Excel sees time. So you notice it says custom here. And if I click this drop down, go under more number formats, you see this custom here. This is the way that it's displaying it. But as I mentioned before, Excel sees time as a number, as a decimal number. Cancel that. If I go under here and click number, it says it's 0.38. Now, where does that get that? So that's 0.38 hours in the day. So there's 24 hours in a day. And the duration from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., that's 9 hours. And 9 hours out of 24 is going to be the 0.38. So let's see how that works. 9 divided by 24 hours, 9 out of 24 hours, that's 0.375. And of course, if I move the decimal, it's 0.38. So that's how Excel sees time. Let's delete this. Double click the auto fit. We may also have breaks. This is going to be break or lunch hours. So I'll just put break hours, right? And so we can say maybe they took a break of 1 hour, right? So now we have our total hours, which is just subtraction, right? Our in, out minus our break. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. Why is it minus that? Well, because this is a decimal here. And what we need to do is not have this as a 0.38 of a whole 24-hour day. We will make it basically the whole hour. So instead of divided by 24, we're going to multiply it by 24, right? 24. So 24 times that decimal. And it'll give us back our 9. Right? So 9. So we don't need to do it to that because that's a whole number. We don't need to do that because that's also a number. So all you're doing when you're updating this is you're updating your time in, time out, and then the break hours, and these should be calculated. So if this was just an exercise in inputting stuff into a spreadsheet, but maybe you want to have it more interactive, have like a table that calculates the total amount of hours you have, and also have some kind of interactivity where you can scroll over and look at your total hours on a week or a month basis. So let's put in some more data to see how we can do that. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn this range of data into a table because it makes things a little bit more automatic. So I'm going to click in here and go to insert table. It's going to see where's my data for my table, this range. My table does have headers, and the first row are the headers. Click OK. Let's do a Control V here. I'm going to paste some data in here, and you can see that it's calculated a lot of stuff. Oh, I've got some really weird numbers here, minus 16. That's 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Let's make that 8 a.m. And I've got another one here, 8 a.m. There's some funky data there. And I'll make these p.m. Right? These should be p.m. so I don't have any negative data here. p.m. And let's just have our break hours at 1. So then just take that and copy it all down. So how do we make totals out of this? We're going to insert a pivot table. Go to Insert, Pivot Table. It recognized that this is the range. Let's put it on this sheet here. Existing worksheet. Let's put it over here. Click OK. I'll pull in the date for my rows. So it shows up here. Sometimes Excel automatically aggregates it up. We're going to change that later. Total hours. I'm going to pull this into the values here. So it's going to add up all those hours by default. So let's remove this row label. We don't want years, we don't want quarters, we don't want months, we want our date. And so the date shows up here. So now we have our table that sums up all the hours that we have. How do we get that scroll bar here? There's another feature here in Excel where you can insert a timeline. So I'm going to click on Insert Timeline, go to Date, click OK. It's going to put a timeline in here. Now it sees months. Let's say, oh, I want to see September. Oh, it looked like it only picked up September 2025 because I have 2025 here. Let's make that 2024 to make it a little bit easier. Press Enter. Let's undo this filter here. And you see that even though it says 9/2/2024, it still picked up this 9/2/2025. That's because this pivot table needs to sync up with this pivot table. So I will right click this, click refresh, and now it should sync up. We don't see 2025 anymore. If I click on September here, you see it's disappeared. Let's move back to September 2024. Click on that one, and they all show up now. And of course, this is at the bottom. Let's make this sort oldest to newest, and so we have that back at the top. So if we want to see our data for October, click on that. You see our October data, 48 hours, go back to September. Or if we want to see everything, we can slide this over here and we can see everything for September and October. You now have a simple yet powerful timesheet that can save you a ton of time and give you peace of mind. No more messy notebooks or guessing your hours. If you found this useful, hit the like button and let me know in the comments what other life hack Excel templates you'd like to see. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to work smarter.